Got a Frostbite.
All right.
Catch us at Frostbite. Come to Frostbite. Come to Orion.
Well, I think I have to get off for this one.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll see you in about 3 minutes.
6.
All right, so we're entering losers finals now, and as probably stated earlier, it is still best of 3. However, it is 5v5.
I saw that, and I wasn't sure if that was altered for the format, and I'm sure that you guys will be considering that in the future in terms of time constraint. But I do actually like that being in finals. It's like, here's a unique piece. You get to actually do 5v5s here.
Yeah, we change it up, man.
And it just shows that much more strength and versatility of characters. Like, you have a lot of the people in your local area who I refer to as the random money match farmers. Every single event, you'll find them.
That's a Suarez call.
No, that is a player for Kogara Suma, Ralphie, Jen, Suarez, and who's the other one who does it all the time? There's another one.
Sone's another one who's big on it. Raptors also big on it.
I haven't seen Sone do it, but I have seen. Oh, I think I've seen Odyssey do it too.
Odyssey is another D-Gen. He'll do it.
Yeah, Raffi X is another one who does it too.
Oh.
You think that you're going to get through, like, okay, good players, I'll just random money match them for $1. Nah, they play every single character in this freaking game. But right now we're going to see a lot more characters going on. 5v5, we see a good... I actually like the idea of the Bowser at the back end for NickC, because you think that you have just dealt with all the stress from trying to recover from the Captain Falcon. Who cares about the Bowser when you can't even get back to the ledge?
All right, so Wolf's gun has been put back in the holster until next game, but Fox coming up, and I know Stocktaker hasn't been practicing his Fox too much, but he's in agreement with me that this character is, like, solid, and I feel like now that we're a good month in, everyone has agreed that, like, Fox can do things. We can stop pretending that he's not doing things, but I feel like keeping him in the pocket might actually be a good place for him.
This is the first I've actually seen Stocktaker play Spaceys, and it's really not working for him so far. Usually I'm used to seeing Stocktaker play a lot of the more untraditional fighters, I call them. You see the Villager, the Isabel, Wii Fit Trainer. Not something you're normally used to seeing on everyday, character select screen when playing with people. But actually opting to go with Bayonetta and the Spaceys to get a little bit of a different pace. So far, not really mattering, though, because you just cannot win in these exchanges against NickC, who's digging deep, and this might actually be an SD. No,
wow.
Actually, he made it back with the up B.
This is kind of a saucing. It's all right. Now we're coming on to one of Stocktaker's like actual characters.
Yeah,
so he plays Wolf, he likes Fox, he likes Bayo, but he's predominantly been playing Wii Fit Trainer and Villager in bracket. So, like, I would expect a bit more success out of the Wii Fit.
Oh my! What did I just walk into?
Losers finals.
This is trading mode on Squad Strike at the moment, because NickC is practicing all of his combos with Captain Falcon and how he can edgeguard. However, like he said, now we have the 2 legitimate characters coming in for Stocktaker that we've seen success from, including a recent win at AON. We have the Wii Fit and the Villager still at the back, but he can just not stop this onslaught coming in from NickC right now.
Did Stocktaker have Isabel or no?
No, he did not put Isabel on his team. I don't expect him to. I know he's been trying to, like, figure out the character's tools more and figure the differences between Villager and her. So Wii Fit's been taking, like, the spot of supporting Villager, and it does work. People sleep on how much deep breathing has an impact on her damage output.
And the Nair is really...
Nair is intense. Nair links into so much now. It was already a really good combo tool in Smash 4.
We saw John Numbers do like 70 on a string one time with it.
He can, yes.
Anytime you hear cloud-based buffs, that's a character you want to keep an eye on. And so far, this is working so much better for Stocktaker. He was finally able to get rid of Captain Falcon. And, taking 89%, but he actually got rid of 2 characters before he lost 1. So all of a sudden, this is actually back in the range for him.
Yeah, with a young T-Pig, too.
We can also talk about how Wii Fit will definitely low profile some of those moves with that when she crouches. She's all the way down. She's like the snake crawl.
She has one of the lowest profiles in the game with it.
Yeah.
NickC doing some very solid option coverage on what Stocktaker's been trying to do. This is much harder now dealing with this disjoint coming in from Ike.
Who we got left? So on deck is an Isabel. If this
it's Villager on the anchor. And then for Nick, he has Isabel following up, which I think that's going to be pretty interesting.
That was insane.
Yeah, the hilt definitely sends forward still.
That's the gross angle. I don't know what angle that is specifically, but there's a few moves in this game that send straight forward and then dip downwards.
Luckily for Stocktakers, that is not the way you want to see it, but, we saw 3 characters get taken away from Stocktaker at the start, and he was able to answer right back.
That was 2 moves, too, that did 31. So definitely deep breathing out. Oh.
This man was digging for a dare on his way back in from recovery. NickC actually now the one who's rearing on the back end. 176 finally loses to stock, though.
All right, now we're going to see almost a villager mirror.
And we got a coworker beatdown going on here.
Yeah.
She didn't follow the paperwork.
No.
Villager's not having any of that.
I thought I told you,
You know,
in vacation time.
do you know it's actually canon that Isabel commits tax fraud? That's actually canon.
No.
It's amazing.
Honestly, I did not know that.
Yeah, Twitter finds some nice stuff about these characters.
I don't know. Anytime I see anything tax related, it's just apparently Yoshi running away from the IRS.
Yeah. So we can talk
Yoshi
about,
doesn't. He lives in a tree.
Yeah.
He doesn't have money. He can't pay for things.
Stocktaker definitely taking
Forward tilt.
What? The biggest brain option. Now, can you get away? The back air not going to take the stock yet, but
He's got to be careful. He has to.
oh! And now Stocktaker still has a double-pocketed tree. This might actually just kill off of a down throw.
I want him to use the broccoli.
Please.
Hit him with that thick broccoli, Jared. Please give it to me.
Bowser has not been eating his veggies.
He needs forward air into broccoli.
Oh my. Wait.
Yeah, he holds on to that
You
infinitely.
can see the fear from
this-
going for it.
And you could hear the audience.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone in this crowd get hyped for Villager that isn't me. Y'all are fake fans!
You know, you could see the stress that was being induced in Nick as well. He didn't blow the air dodge when he was jumping at him, trying to get the bait, because that would have 100% destroyed and eliminated Bowser from the character select screen.
Bowser deadass would have died at like 40%. And we all would
died
have had to
anyway.
watch.
He would have died like 20. That would have been amazing.
We would have all had to watch that.
See Stocktaker commit actual murder. But you know what? Good thing on NickC to keep his composure at the end, because boy, was that getting out of range there.
No, I honestly think Stocktaker should go with the Isabel. You saw how much work that slingshot did on that second stock.
He's really
he's
digging.
looking
I don't
for-
think that he wants to go with another Spacey again after that. Okay,
Ooh,
so
that's thank you.
they were both staring each other down, waiting for who would finish picking the last one. Is there a rule on
Cloud.
order of who has to pick first in this?
We haven't decided. There is no...
Oh, because he won. Yeah, it's
You know,
like picking the.
Yeah, trial and error. You know, it's as you go along to figure out who.
Yeah, what would that be? Would that be tenfold blind pick? How does that work?
Have a system where you go like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1.
Oh, like a draft.
Oh.
like a
State-
draft.
like
Like
a
a draft.
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly, we're just gonna sneak in Dota 2 rules the next time
That'd
we
be
run
pretty
this.
dope. Ooh, the Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong definitely a good pick to control center lane,
Ooh.
but not at the moment
I
because
think
he
it's
just cannot.
Falcon.
Now we've seen, especially DK will be very vocal about Donkey Kong's recovery. Not very good.
Yeah. Oh, wow, actually missing the dare. That could have ended it all right there, but he's going to continue to just keep Donkey Kong at disadvantage, if not somewhere Donkey Kong wants to be against Captain Falcon. That is, actually missing, and the platform's coming in, but the up B not getting the kill either.
All right. It took neutral air 2 to get it done, but that's enough of that DK.
The softest hit of the neutral air, too. Like, everything else was so beefy, and
got it
then
with the
the
steel tip.
lingering hit.
Stocktaker's Cloud, though, is something I haven't seen in a long time. Like, I've talked with him about this character still being valid, but, like...
I'm surprised he's not at least trying out Bayo as something like that.
He did try Bayo on the last one,
Oh,
and
did
that
he?
was
Yeah.
not a good idea.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's still using
Well, I
back
mean,
air a lot, which is what his Bayo mostly consisted of.
I think the Bayo would have been good for the other characters
was
beyond
that
the
a
Captain
gig?
Falcon.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think.
Yeah.
Remember his jump?
Dead.
He did. What a great answer to that Cloud. You know, we saw him having trouble against Ralphie's Cloud, and this time around, he's like, no, absolutely not. I'm going to keep you in disadvantage the way you are. You can't get that limit right now. You're dead.
Now, speaking of Captain Falcon, a lot of people are writing him off this game.
I have no idea why.
It's way too early in this game's meta to literally write off anyone right now. Like, it's, well, I mean, unless you're Little Mac, but
That's unfortunate.
it is.
That character.
That is a sad life for the Mac Nation. But who knows?
Mac Nage.
Ooh.
Yo, Kirby.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, Kirby had to sacrifice himself by being the only one to
true.
survive.
That's true.
He didn't get reincarnated with buffs.
I just hope to God that Piranha Plant is not top tier.
You know he's going to be.
I know.
I'm trying to see Piranha Plant on the Evo main stage.
Everybody will have a pocket PD, and it's going to be stressed.
Speaking of Mac Nation, shout out to CAG.
CAC now going down to Florida. Hopefully watching Orion as well while we're watching, Stocktaker trying to make this wolf work. He was able to get the last stock off, but he just...
These Isabel setups, it's looking like Snake out here with all the mines.
Yeah, the way that the Lloyd Mine works, you could set it up very similar to how Snake controls field with C4. And then it's really good because it's either your opponent has to be aware of it and avoid that space, or eliminate the mine, which is going to take some time because you're left in a little bit of hit stun afterwards.
Now, switching gears to another character, I'm going to talk about something that makes me mad. PK Thunder.
It's good.
PK Thunder
it's
makes
really
me very
good.
Mad. PK Thunder makes
the
me
tail
very
hit
mad.
of the PK Thunder as well. That is definitely in top 5 moves that tilt.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But we did see Stocktaker coming in with a little bit of a less deficit in this kind of game. In the last game, he had the Wii Fit trainer. That was like the last defense. You know, it's like it looked pretty grim for him. He was like defend the Alamo territory. Now, not so much. He's only a character down and a couple percent. You know,
I go a little further, actually. Like, Stocktaker's Wii Fit was what really stopped all of the bleeding. Like, that was the MVP for him in that last match. And if he can recreate that with the percent that he's at, I think he can actually put Nick on his last stock.
Yeah, there's a very good likelihood of this set going with a 1-1 count
but then again, NickC's Ike did SD. You know.
That is true.
So I don't think we saw to the full extent the Wii Fit Ike matchup right there. But keeping Ness off stage, definitely not where he wants to be.
Definitely a little too low off the air dodge.
Not where he wants to be. Now here comes the Ike. I feel like he should have shot the Sun Salutation to at least get a little bit of healing, and then charge up another. I think he had enough time. It was
not going for it immediately. That was definitely true, but the up air this time just catching him being a little bit too high.
All right. So staying with Villager here at the end, and Villager fighting into Ike, not the worst of matchups.
Yeah.
It's very doable, and Stock has considerable
but what's that next matchup?
That's Palitzana, and honestly, I don't think that matchup's as bad as it once was. I think it's much more doable, and on top of that, I think Stocktaker handles Villager's bad matchups very well. I feel like his particular playstyle is counterintuitive to Villager's kit, and because of that, he sort of bends the rules of how a traditional zoner is able to fight a zone breaker.
I like the way that he's handling Ike's toolkit as well, because Ike wants so badly to grab the ledge, but he's not going to get it. He's going to get a bowling ball instead. It's past Christmas. I don't think he wanted that gift. But it's definitely something I don't see enough people going after is dealing with Ike's full hops. They're just letting him do it as much as possible. Stocktaker just kept beating him out with the nairs, forcing the initiative, and now he's forced him onto his last time.
We got to talk about Stocktaker's fancy feet around these explosive flames. That move, very strong. And with a light character like Villager off the top, that's going to kill pretty early.
Even with the new blast zones to town and city as well, he is definitely beyond kill percent at this point, being at 131. You're going to see Stocktaker, I think, slow the pace down a whole lot to try and chip this away.
Yeah, retreating projectiles is sort of the name of this game when he's at this heavy of a deficit. But Stocktaker is confident in being able to play around the offstage, so I'm not too concerned about explosive flame.
I mentioned this to Frankie last night. With the reason why he thinks the matchup is
The matchup is what?
He DI'd that like a horse.
I was gonna say, Frankie said the matchup is not bad. Frankie said two things last night. The matchup isn't as bad as it used to because Palu counter is the reflect that you have to buy an engagement ring for that move. That is like such a commitment. And one last thing, Frankie last night. I'm gonna quote Frankie. Axe out of shield is a valid out of shield option. That's what he said last night, and there it is.
Proofs in the pudding.
Frankie, I saw his brain just light up.
There's homie DI, and then there's pay all my bills DI. Like he was coming through, taking care of everything that he needed for Stocktaker to continue, and that
was
just,
Sugar Daddy DI right
Yes.
there. He gave it all to him, no question.
That was Patreon DI.
Premium Snapchat.
Premium Snapchat.
Dinner, a movie, and a good night ending. Call coming in for Stocktaker there on that one, and hopefully NickC can. Walk away from that, not being too upset with himself after that.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room right now. Stocktaker's Cloud, very underwhelming in that.
His back air is the good thing. That's it.
But like
that's all he needs, really.
I think that
That
with
was. I
how
don't think that was very.
I think he doesn't have
YouTube.
confidence in the underperformance he had of the Fox in the beginning. If it was a different character, I think it would have been fine, but just the Falcon was just too much pressure for
Falcon,
him.
yeah,
So I don't think he wants to run
definitely.
into having two Spaceys getting edge guarded again by NickC.
Yeah.
But the Cloud, I agree, it was relatively underwhelming.
Wolf and Snake.
I'm
Ooh, a
interested in
Snake.
why he swapped to the Mewtwo.
Mewtwo is.
He used to play Mewtwo in Smash 4.
Fair enough.
I think
PS2.
Mewtwo is still decent in this game. A lot of people are
He's
not
so
content.
fast.
He's very fast, but a lot of his aerials and like his good spacing tools aren't as free to put out as they once were. So a lot of what Mewtwo utilizes to control space is a bit more neutral oriented than just put out the hitboxes and then play it out like an aggressive zoner.
So shout outs to the CT boy Hawk. He's definitely put me on the Wolf train. Wolf is insane.
That's kind of cool.
I kind of slept on him a bit. Ooh, the grenade extending the hitbox on the side B.
Well,
So
if you
side-
talk to Hawk as well about this matchup, I'm sure that he will give you great words for it. It is very much something that Wolf is not used to. Wolf is used to controlling the pace with that great laser, but he actually has to force the approach.
Ooh,
Or he
Getting
has to
into
deal with
C4.
Snake forcing the approach instead this time around. And of course, the
Nikita.
terrible edge guard and Nikita get to deal with that pretty much every time.
Nikita is so strong off stage.
Yeah.
It's so quick now. And it's so powerful. It was already powerful as it stands, but like in conjunction with C4, grenades, and then Snake himself, which is one of his better projectiles.
Yeah,
like,
Rosa and Luma were definitely the power couple of the last game, but it's definitely Snake and Nikita this time around.
yeah. Let's talk about the fancy feed.
There are powerful energy
Yeah.
emitting from characters that could just just hop over that. That's rough, man.
Yeah. We can also talk about Snake.
That was
the up B kind of eating a lot of. It can eat a lot of moves.
That is, like, he did it
Uh-oh.
twice. That's such a great conditioning edge guard tool. Like, you're forced to have to recover. You can't take that C4. And he got him back off stage and he was just going to repeat that till he succeeded. It only took 2 times.
Now NickC definitely. Who's sitting in? Kofi, right?
I believe so. He's who I pegged to win this event. So.
Oh yeah. But NickC definitely making it a point right now. Oh, kind of shooting the shadow ball a bit too early. He was still in iframes, so kind of a questionable choice. But Stocktaker, I think as long if he gets the Ike down, I think he'll be fine because we've definitely seen the anchors in the Wii Fit and the Villager do wonders for
Yeah,
him.
for Stocktaker, he wants to deal with he's basically just looking for as much extra room to breathe from the first characters before he gets to the actual bread and butters at the end so far. And it's been working somewhat decent. But if he can get rid of this Ike, like you just said, and go in 3-3 with that Villager and the Wii Fit at the back, actually, NickC still has the Captain Falcon. He didn't start the
yeah.
Falcon this time around.
But then again, I think Falcon does struggle to get around projectile characters. Wii Fit and Villager definitely more projectile based in this game. Gonna hang out at the ledge a bit more, and Falcon definitely doesn't want to get reversed edge guard in that case. So I think I think Jared is in a pretty good spot if he can take this Ike down.
He's also doing a good job of slowing down the pace of the match. Nick can't really get too aggressive on Stocktaker, considering the percentages that are at hand. Like, this is still Mewtwo. He's still able to just forward air his troubles away.
Oh.
But teleport recoveries are kind of tough sometimes. Game doesn't know what to do. So, we bring in the Wii Fit.
Yeah.
That F tilt just smacking him out of the stage. Good recovery from NickC to go a little bit high.
So
Not getting caught by Sun either.
I know Numbers not really a Wii Fit trainer anymore, so I think Stocktaker definitely taking the reins right now as the trainer in.
I think as time
Yeah.
progresses, we might see Numbers run back to like the Wii Fit as just like a secondary.
Yeah, according to numbers, he thinks that Wii Fit got, like, busted buffs.
Oh,
Like,
nice. Oh, uh-oh.
But not busted stalls. A good disadvantage to get rid of that, but the back air immediately sealing out that stock. Now he's forced to climb 3. Can he do it?
Yeah.
Is this a best of
definitely-
3 or 5?
there's best of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, thank God. this has been running for quite a while.
Yeah.
We had a few bracket problems. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, but not to mention, it's not too late to come to Orion.
That is true. The singles hasn't started yet.
Well, okay, can we talk about bowling ball? Bowling, I feel like it's a lot stronger in this game.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Also, just getting yet another mechanics buff, being able to deal with people who can't really consistently air dodge their way in anymore. You commit that low with an air dodge, you die.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you are forced to go high, and that just makes Villager's edge guarding conditions so much better.
Why'd you do that? That it sends you at the ledge too strong, too fast now. So
I feel like
you can't take that no more.
really the only proper answer was, why did you do that? Like,
Why?
you had to climb so hard. I think he was trying to go out there to get the pocket on the PK Thunder,
Oh, the
but
Smash
it was
4
just
Classic.
he was a little bit too far away to commit to going off there, and NickC taking full advantage of that.
So
Yeah,
now-
PK Thunder moves a little bit further back now, which actually makes it much better for returning to the stage.
Very solid though on NickC. You'll take that to the bank and cash that every single time when somebody gives you a free PK Thunder 2 kill. And now
Oh,
NickC's
yeah.
gonna get his run in grand finals. Did he have to play?
Kofi?
No.